welcome you to Game 4 of our ACC Network Basketball Quadruple Header, and we're going to close the show tonight in Chapel Hill, number 17, North Carolina back at home. The 100th meeting in Chapel Hill is underway. Spillers and Bessar get us started, and the Deacons in black with Nate Calmes. There's Harris. Now to the transfer, Calmes from Washington State. Poked away. Here's Trimble in the open floor. He'll lay it up. He and Harris, the two biggest deeks on the floor to start the game for fourth. Down the lane goes Juke Harris.
Oh, tough shot there by Juke. Left hand.
Play. Trimble against Colvin. Evans launching. And hits. Kyan Evans. Yeah. Steve Forbes telling us, I don't like to play zone, but I may have to. Trimble, Bessar, baseline. Oh, my. Opening field goal for Caleb Wilson. Carolina by 5 early. Spillers, lob, balloon.
Hey, right back at you.
Evans, another three. That's too strong. Bessar the rebound. Back up and score it. Spiller sets the screen. Here's Harris, a triple. Back rim miss. And run down Colvin. And he stepped out of bounds. Bogovac thought about it. Challenged Harris on the drive. Bessar attacks into the lane, pushed it up and in with the right hand.
With some long story.
He can turn it over.
Cookies.
Wilson all the way. Caleb Wilson. It's everywhere though, Dennis.
That's it. Small line.
Trimble on Spiller.
Yeah, you can switch everything. Trimble stays solid.
Spiller's an easy one. Couldn't finish, and Schwieger knocks it out. We welcome you to Smith Center in Chapel Hill with Dennis Scott. West Durham, Carolina leading by 7. Juke Harris misses with the 3. It is now Spillers wraparound dribble. 3 to shoot. Calmes in front of the bench drills a 3. Now Calmes got a hot start. Calmes on the backside. Harris a catch and shoot. That rattles in. And Trimble lost it on the dribble, thought he was fouled. No whistle. Harris will spot up. And 8 for Juke. Almost 8 minutes into this first half. Dixon, shot fake. Stevenson, the right-hand jump hook. I started the other night against Miami when Ballou is still recovering from his injury against Virginia Tech. Powell in the game. Dixon, right corner. That's Young. Jaden Young. By the way, who's only made 5 two-point field goals this year, knocks down his 6th triple. 9-point lead again for Carolina. Akins, Schwieger. Look at Harris. Used the Schwieger screen twice. Got Bessar there and Young. Bessar tried to feed it to Stevenson. Got knocked away. Sebastian Akins. We welcome you to Smith Center in Chapel Hill with Dennis Scott. West Durham, Carolina leading by 7. Juke Harris misses with the 3. It is tapped. Colvin, Makai Mason, Trayvon Spillers now on the floor for Wake Forest, who's kind of been engaging in this zone here most of the day so far. Bessar fouled by Spillers. And Spillers now on the floor for Wake Forest, who's kind of been engaging in this zone here most of the day so far. Bessar fouled by Spillers. That'll be 2 on Trayvon Spillers. Travel. 10 to shoot for Jaden Young. Powell a deep 3. Wow. Jonathan Powell's 20th triple of the way for Wilson. Here's Caleb on the drive and stripped of it by Ballou off Wilson's leg. It'll go to Wake Forest. Ballou, back rim miss. Stevenson the rebound, quick outlet. Here's Wilson around Calmes.
Calmes, so this is a
3x the number.
Yeah.
Scoring total.
You put in the work, more opportunity. What 19 minutes to 32 minutes a night?
Out of the corner, there's Calmes dialing in another 3. 8 to shoot. Dixon a 3. Back rim miss. Wilson in the lane. Lost it, and they scramble inside. Caleb somehow came up. Here's a clinch fist.
That means come get me, right?
Yep.
I need a blow.
Yep. That language hasn't changed since 1961.
Come on, baby.
Inside point game. Dixon Bessar tried out the double team. A third. There is a conversation off of this in basketball circles. Here's Trimble on the drive. Scores the scoop for Seth Trimble, his second. Bessar in tight around Schwieger, scores on the scoop.
The old school reverse. No, you do not. Maybe one big guy, but you have both guys that are very, very good passers at a high level.
Harris a three, and Juke Harris
stops the bleed. Yes.
Oh, good steal. Knocked away here is Mason with Jaden Young trailing. And Makai Mason will flush it home for his second. And Seth Trimble can't score it, but he saves it. Dixon right back at him. Couldn't finish. Wilson, another rebound and dunk. 17. Calmes. Schwieger a three. Got it. Cooper Schwieger, his fifth three. Wilson out of the corner on the pass for Young. Dixon a three.
That's just good half-court basketball right there playing.
You'll love it. If you follow ACC basketball, you'll really get a lot from it as well. It's another great documentarian development from the We're Number One series. And if he does, my goodness, it'll be his 11th already this year. And Bessar fouled on the play. I believe Omaha Ballou almost traveled with it. Evans. Oh, had it picked. Calmes and Schwieger. And now Makai Mason to the rack from Mason, who's only averaged 4 in his last 5. And at the other end, Young scores 20. Jaden Young's got 5 on to the 80s in terms of their average. They're delivering on that and more. Harris a three. You bet. That is now 4 threes for Juke Harris.
He has to be aggressive to want to stay in this ball game.
Kick to the corner. Young ready. Knocks down another.
Same corner, same.
Dennis tried to say that Harris has got it. Juke Harris. And a hand check foul. And Spillers scoreless. Miles trying to correct that. Has a three spun out. Rebound and scored by Harris. He's got 18 now in his 7th field goal. Evans hesitates. Got into traffic. Slapped away. And last touch by Wake Forest. 7 to shoot for Spillers out of the corner. Calmes, well, he was ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah, he was.
Stevenson did a nice job closing. Instead, they're running one-hander.
Where's that flow, Robin? I think it's a lot of it. I think that's what Coach Forbes talked about in Miami the other night. As Trimble misses a corner three, another rebound, big to big.
Yeah. Wilson to Bessar.
Getting to buy into the big picture.
Yeah. Tonight is game 17 for Wake Forest. They're looking for another win, and Schwieger a nice move.
Yeah, that time he took Caleb Wilson to the basket, caught him.
Wilson tries to answer, missed the dunk. Rebounded Carolina. Bessar three. Rattles it in from the front. 16. Schwieger. He'll fire and rattle it in. Another. That's a 2 though.
Foot's on the line.
9-4.
A nice move on the baseline and followed up with a jump shot.
Evans. Bessar another three. Yep. Oh boy. On the drive. Juke Harris against Wilson. Over the top of him, gets it to go. Wow. 20 for Harris. And Stevenson on the nice pass from Trimble, his first point.
Yeah, that time Wake Forest was too excited with Juke Harris just made.
Cooper Schwieger's starting to feel it a little bit, I think. There's a 3-ball.
Okay.
Calmes. So Wake's had 2 empty possessions now. Bogovac through traffic and threw it away from Trimble. Carolina. Bogovac. Spot up 3. Wilson tried to follow it. And Trimble had it. Calmes. And Bessar stuck a hand in. Deflected it out of bounds. Calmes. Fall away, step back is no good. And last touched by Harris answers. Lead for Trimble. And a travel call by
yeah.
Not just European Union. He was getting it all. Akins leans and Dixon will be ticketed. So
like it's a milk with my cookies.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I need some milk with my cookies.
I know you do. Right corner, Powell.
Right on time.
Triple for Jonathan Powell. Baysar tried to dump it to Wilson. Catch, layup. That'll do 21 to blue here for Steve Forbes. Trailing by 15. Forbes couldn't wait any longer. Harris off the glass and a smile as Caleb Wilson's like, oh, inside of 10 to play now. Backdoor cut. There's Evans, kicks it in the corner. Jaden Young rattles the ball again. He's got 3 threes now. 1-3 gets another. Talmies with 10 to shoot. Got it to Spillers. Trayvon Spiller. He's like, what? Said he was on the line in the corner, out of bounds, but it's a play-on situation for Blue. And the 3 spins out, and we get a whistle. Wake trailing 13. 3 ball is good. Nate Talmies here in the second half now has 14 in the ball game for one by Talmies. Here's Young to Dixon. Wake really tried for the deflections, and on the drive, Derek Dixon draws the defensive play. And Trimble took it away. He's got Young with him. Collected. So right back to the Deeks. Talmies. There's another step back. Got it. Nate got 3 in a row here now in the second half against Carolina and Chapel Hill. That's going to be Spillers, and if so, that's 5.
Yes.
75-68. Then as big as 15 for Carolina. Wake's closed it to 7. A runner, Talmies. Float on. Talmies' surge here. Skip for Young. Catch and shoot. Back rim miss. Into the corner. Jaden Young tried to save it against Chicago's average. About 8.5 a ball game. We're sitting on 9 tonight. Talmies a step back. Money all the way through. Circles around and threw it away. Here is Trimble with Colvin to and he punches it home. Here, Dennis.
Calm down, yes.
There goes Harris.
There you go.
Good.
Under control. Remember, under control. Good decision making.
Colvin. For Makai Mason. Blocked by Baysar. And out of bounds. And Mason with. Mason. And threw it through the wickets of Schwieger. Trimble. Back for Wilson. Lob inside. Baysar the catch and the dunk. How about that? 12 to shoot, and here's Harris against Stevenson. On the drive. Over the top of Stevenson, and a foul called on Junior. Talmies can't burn a lot of clock here. He'll take it on the drive and score. What a tough shot, Nate Talmies. And Trimble's got 10. Talmies picks it up, 13 seconds left. Trying to get the 3, steps out of the corner.
Got it.
Goes. Inbound to Stevenson. And Juke Harris is hurt underneath the basket here. Trimble.
Oh, must be a wet spot, because I've seen a lot of guys in the second half.
Away.
Yeah.
Son, who's 76%. First free throw attempt of the day. And he's got 3 points.
Crazy.
Second one, good. 4 for Stevenson. It's a 3-point game. Ball game. North Carolina 87, Wake 84. Tar Heels are 2-1 in the ACC, 14-2 overall. Hard luck 1-3, and 10-7 overall.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. Hard luck down the stretch. I always talk about decision making, shot making, and free throw making. Carolina, a lot of credit. The 4-5s played big.
Post their 500th win in Smith Center history. The building turns 40 years old a week.